Hi, I'm Courtney Roker Laga.
And I'm her dad, Al Roker.
And we're in the Delish Kitchen Studios today making Apple-Cider Doughnut Bread Pudding.
It comes from a new cookbook, Al Roker's Recipes to Live by Al Roker.
And me, Courtney Roker Laga.
To be honest, this cookbook is your idea.
Yes, but it was a joint effort.
I'm obviously not a professional chef. She's a professional chef and came up with this idea for all these family recipes.
So let's get cooking.
All right, what do we got to do to start?
So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to cut our apple cider donuts. Right. So cut in half.
Okay.
And let's cut each half into thirds.
You want the donuts to be a little stale, correct?
So once you put in that custard, it absorbs everything.
You know how this came about? We love going apple picking.
So we decided, you know, if you have all these leftover donuts, why not put them to good use and make bread pudding out of it?
And here's the great thing about the cider apple donut, is that even a little stale, it's still pretty good.
It's so good.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
All right, so let's put this over here and we'll start our mixture that we're going to pour all over. So we're taking, what, 3 eggs? I've never been very good at the egg cracking, you know, I mean.
So I'm going to show you something.
Yeah, because I got shell in the egg.
So I'm going to attempt doing, you know, cracking open.
Oh, with one hand.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
See how this goes.
Ta-da! Okay, I'm going to try that now.
Oh, no.
That's the first time I've ever done that. Oh, there's still a little shell in there, but nobody's counting. Okay, the 2 cups of heavy cream.
Heavy cream.
All right.
Some milk.
A cup of milk.
Some
That's
sugar. Great.
Right. Vanilla. And cinnamon.
And if you're feeling super like frisky, you can also add some bourbon, which make it better.
Ooh. Here's the interesting thing, in that for the longest, I was kind of like, Dad, and I know what I'm doing. And now she really knows far more than me. And so I'm kind of like a little intimidated to be in the kitchen with her. A little bit.
Really?
Yeah. I'll be talking to Courtney, and she's chiffonading something. And we're talking, and you're looking at me, and you're like, and I'm like, I would have 2 or 3 fingers missing if I was to do that without looking. So that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So
next, we are going to pour that all over the donuts.
Ooh.
You want to make sure you get all around so each little donut gets covered in like a
Each little
blanket of custard. You could use a rubber spatula to do this, but I like to get my hands dirty and just push it down.
So just with hands in.
Hands in.
Hands in. Although I will say, it's vaguely uncomfortable.
It's a little weird. So we're gonna let this sit for about 15 minutes, and I think we're going to talk about some family stories.
Oh, family stories.
I had 2 family dinners. I had with you and Deb, and then I had my mom. They were all great. I would say with you, we had a lot of guests coming over, family friends, family.
And especially Sundays. I liked
Sundays, yes.
Sunday dinner.
After church.
And you were always an adventurous eater, even as a little one. I remember you were about 3, and there was when we lived in Westchester, and there was this lovely little mom and pop sushi place.
Oh, yeah.
And you would go for sushi when you were 3, and they even gave you your own set of Hello Kitty chopsticks, remember?
Yeah.
Sushi Raku was the name of the place.
It was so cute. Actually, I just got my daughter a pair of Hello Kitty chopsticks, too.
I think your adventurous taste buds and tastes have been genetically transported to Sky, because we were at a diner in New Jersey, and I gave her a lemon, and she just started like sucking on the lemon.
Yeah.
It was like, you know, there was the first,
And she's like,
and then she went back in.
Yeah.
And then I tried to take it from her, and she was like, and so to see your daughter have the same adventurous taste buds palate that you have has been lovely. So I guess this is all soaked in.
bring it over here. Put some brown sugar on top.
Okay.
So the brown sugar, I mean, sugar is sugar, but brown sugar will caramelize it a little bit more and give it.
Now, light brown or dark brown? This looks light, right?
I've done this just with light brown. I'm sure if you have nothing but dark brown sugar, you can use that. I think that's good. So we're covering it with foil so the top doesn't get brown too fast. And also, steam and bake and cook everything internally. And we're going to bring this back here in the oven. Thank you. So the bread pudding is in the oven, still baking. So while that's happening, we're gonna do some questions.
Here we go.
Okay.
What's the most ridiculous amount of money you've spent on delivery, and what was the order?
For me, it was $250, and it was at Nobu because I was craving sushi so bad, and I was in the city. We went out for drinks, and I was hungry afterwards, and I wanted sushi.
How many pieces of those?
I don't remember, but it was worth it. I'd rather spend money on like a good meal than like a bag or shoes. So yeah.
That's my girl.
If the party starts at 7, what time do you arrive? 6:30.
6:30.
Yes. Oh, or I'll drive there and I'll sit in the car. I just have to be there early. I don't like being late at all, but I know a lot of people in our family are late a lot.
Here's the thing drives me nuts is when we have a party and people won't leave. I mean, I've literally had to go upstairs, get in my pajamas, and come down. And it's like, you know what? You can be wherever you want. You just can't stay here. Get out! Specifically, this is her life. This has been her life of just kind of rolling her eyes and going, Let's see, I think things probably are just about ready now.
Can you close that for me?
Sure.
Thank you. Yum.
Oh, my.
It smells like fall and picking apples and leaves.
Yeah, unlike, like baked pumpkin latte drinks. This smells like real fall. This is the real deal right here. Now, what do we do to top this off?
So we're going to put some powdered sugar on top.
I don't know. I think this is something that you can make, from like mid to late October right on into Thanksgiving because, and beyond. Because, I mean, who doesn't like apple-cider donuts?
Also, I forgot to mention, if you can't find apple-cider donuts, you're more than welcome to use cake donuts as a substitute. So I'm just going to do this. Oh, this is going to come out perfect.
Ooh. And the only thing that makes this taste better? Good scoop of vanilla ice cream on top.
This looks dangerous, but in a good way.
Oh my gosh. Oh my.
It's so good.
It's so unbelievably good.
I could eat this for breakfast also, and lunch and dinner.
It's got so many taste sensations all in one.
I feel like a little bit of salt on top would have been good on this too.
Oh, that could be good.
But it's just so good on its own.
This has been fantastic spending a little time with you.
Yeah.
And recipes like this and more. Al Roker's Recipes to Live by Al Roker and
me, Courtney. My last name's Roker Laga, yes.
Kids, what's the matter with kids today? Kids.